Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Lesson number 235. It's a big one. 235, Mastering Verbs. For those of you that are real serious about understanding verbs from A to Z, this is for you. Point number one. A verb numbering system 0 through 9 has been used all throughout our grammar section and our sentence starters section to give a numerical value to verb tenses, which will facilitate understanding of verb conjugations. Point number two. Verb number 0, we know that's the infinitive. It's the non-conjugated form of the verb. Verb number 1 is the present participle, the ando yendo, the ing. Verb number 2 is the past participle, the ado ido, the ed form in English. Verb number 3 is the present tense. We also use verb number 3 to form positive familiar commands. Verb number 4 is the past preterite. Verb number 5 is the past imperfect. Verb number 6 is the future. Verb number 7 is the conditional. And verb number 8 is the present subjunctive, opposite vowel. We make formal commands, negative familiar commands, and the we command with verb number 8 as well, all opposite vowel. And verb number 9 is past subjunctive. We've been using these verb numbers all throughout. Number 3. Verbs and commands are used in patterns that most people never even realize because verb names are clunky and not cool. To speed up understanding, these verb patterns are easy to learn, recognize, and manipulate using the Profesor Pablo verb numbering system. Point 4. Many students frown. They sigh, cringe, cower, etc. when the term verb conjugation comes up. Using the verb numbering system quickly dissolves this aversion to verbs and puts an element of fun back into learning and gives students a feeling of, I can do this. Point 5. The verb numbering system makes learning verbs quick and fun, and most importantly, clears the dense fog that verb conjugations can create for many students. This system will enable students to grasp the entirety of all verb conjugations in Spanish and be able to differentiate between them like we do between apples, bananas, grapes, etc. Remember, we've said before, there are only 10 things you can do to a verb. You can leave it alone, verb number 0, infinitive. You can put it in the ing form, verb number 1. You can put it in the ado, ido, ed form, verb number 2. Verb number 3, present tense. Verb number 4, past preterite. Verb number 5, past imperfect. Verb number 6, future. Verb number 7, conditional. And verb numbers 8 and 9 are subjunctive, present, and past, and they can't stand alone. They have to have something, what we call a provocador, to come in front for them to be used. We will be going all over that in detail. Point number 6. A common speech pattern in Spanish is telling people what you want them to do. Imagine in Spanish class learning that this pattern is present tense followed by the present subjunctive. Half the students turn off and start thinking about lunch or daydreaming. The verb numbering system recognizes this type of speech pattern as 3K8, 3 reflecting the present tense and 8 representing the present subjunctive. The K represents the word QUE, K. It's a lot easier to teach this pattern as a 3K8. Time need not be wasted repeating clunky verb tense names. Point number 7. Every written or spoken sentence has verbs that are now easily understood and used correctly. A numeric value can be assigned to every sentence. Highly communicative speech patterns are recognized and learned quickly and repeated all the time. 8. Verb recognition will become automatic. What once was boring will become fun. A weakness will turn into a strength. Verbs are the engine or heart of the sentence. Verbs and grammar are the glue that hold the language together. Verbs must be mastered, or a student will possess only mediocre communication skills at best. So again, those of you that are real serious about maybe teaching Spanish to somebody else, becoming a teacher or a professor, or you just want to get a good grasp finally on all these verbs, hang in there. Learn this verb numbering system, and as we keep getting exposed to verbs and sentence patterns, they will start popping out at you like apples, oranges, bananas, and grapes. Very simple. All right, that'll do it. This is Profesor Pablo signing off. Cambio fuera.